Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm your host, Creston Green, and as promised, I told you guys we're going to be doing the after effect. What do they call it? Whatever. I'm calling it the after effect right now. They call it something. But today, talking about AirTags. Got my AirTag in the mail without an accessory, right? Got the AirTag in the accessory. I decided to get the AirTag leather keyring from Apple, and we'll get into that. You got it's white on the front, and you got the stainless steel and the Apple logo on the back. Yes, if you're asking, why don't I have like a D brand skin, which we'll get into that on here, because it scratches, especially when it's on keys and things like that. And obviously this is the box for the leather key ring. When the keynote happened, me and my guy Omar, if you listen to our podcast, Quality Tech Talk, I didn't have a reason to even buy an AirTag. Even prior to now, I didn't even think about buying a tile. I was like, I lose some things, but I'm gonna be real with you. It wasn't cool until now. Apple made it cool. And so because of my ecosystem and the things that I have, I actually created reasons. At first I was like, I don't have a reason to buy that. Even talking to friends or family, they said, I don't have a reason to buy that. So I created reasons. I then said, you know what? I've lost my keys. That can be my first test of why would I buy an AirTag. And believe it or not, ever since I got it and clipped it onto the key ring, now I don't even ask my wife, where's the keys? I just play the noise or I just find it with my phone. Because even then, she's still gonna say, it's in my purse. Okay, where's your purse? So I found a reason to buy an AirTag. And throughout this process, I've even found more reasons. I'm like, we got a dog. Hey, AirTag for that. The kids' backpacks when we move, AirTag for that. So, I have found reasons to get it, and other people are probably like, that's still not a reason, but yeah, everybody will need to create their own reason. I've created mine. I'm an ecosystem guy, as you've probably heard me talk about ecosystems, and ecosystems are kind of how I buy my products. If I have an iPhone, I want to use HomeKit, Apple HomeKit, if you don't know what I mean, is their smart home setup, kind of like Google Home has their own and Alexa has their own or Amazon has their own. And I'm always trying to figure out what to add to my ecosystem. And so, like I said, I created a reason to add this new accessory to my ecosystem. And now I've added more to my garden wall, as my guy likes to say. And so this is a new piece to add to the ecosystem, and I think I'm gonna buy 4 more. And so now, as I mentioned in the beginning, for example, a company called D Brand, they make skins and they make other accessories to kind of, accessorize your accessory or to accessorize your phone or case or things like that. Before AirTag came from Apple, D Brand didn't have like a skin for tile. But now, like I said in the beginning, it's cool. So now D Brand makes skins for your for your AirTag, sorry. And I guarantee you they're gonna make it for, whatever the others are coming out. Maybe tile may come out with something new. And then now that a tracker is a reason to buy, now that trackers are cool, tile is gonna try and make it cool. And anybody else that tries to create a tracker. The Find My network the Find My app is how you use it, right? And so if you go into your phone, you have, the people that you follow, you have your devices, and then now there's this new little spot that is My Things. And so you can have your book bag, you can have your keys in there, whatever else you have, right? And so now I'm able to ask Siri, where's my keys? Versus asking my wife, where's my keys? not only is it now made cool, it is the aesthetic and the look. You know how we carry our phones, we want it to be cool. Apple has teamed up with all these accessory brands, and now, all these accessories and all these additions make iPhone or Apple look cool. Well, now this looks cool. Like, when has a keychain really been like a smooth, sexy style thing to carry on top of your keys or your book bag, or whatever you may be carrying? Yeah, we buy keychains all the time, and we have a sentimental value, like maybe somebody bought it for you from souvenir shop on vacation, or whatever. I have one on there that from my daughter for Father's Day. But this right here makes it feel even more cool to just add keychains and key rings and tags to things. You probably ask yourself, what happens if I lose this thing? Well, I'm gonna use an example that I'm gonna say it. My guy MKBHD mentioned on one of his videos. Tile has a network, right? A lot of people probably didn't know about it. And so, like, if you think about it, like on a block of people, let's say I lost my keys at the end of the block. There's not that many people on this block that probably use Tile, but there's probably many people on this block that uses Apple. And so it uses the Apple ecosystem of billions of devices to help me track where my things are. And so I'm probably gonna say this multiple times, Apple made it cool. And so now it's easier to find these trackers versus you have a Tile and it's gone. It's like, oh man, what am I gonna do? So, just stretching on the Find My network. Why is it useful? Well, my sister-in-law, she beat me up about the whys about this the other day. My wife left her purse in the car one time that was, I think, about last weekend, and I was just like, there goes another reason of why. And since we all have iPhones in our family, it'll be useful because I can find everybody's things that they might lose. And then again, another reason why it's useful, if friend or family or just somebody random that we don't know, if they lost something, it's now a heightened thing of like not calling lost and found anymore. My Find My app is my lost and found. So it just makes it easier to find your things. The durability. So you probably ask yourself, I'm probably gonna drop this thing thousands of times, right? And yes, you are. I drop my keys a lot. My keys aren't as important as my phone that I never drop. And if I do drop it, it's really on mistake. I'm not a dropper. I used to have my phones naked. And what I mean by that is no case. Having an iPhone, gotta have a case. They make them really slippery. But this right here, when I first got it, I was like, it's really nice and shiny. And what am I really gonna do? Am I gonna worry about protecting it? After I put it together and I put it on my key ring, I sat back and I said, nah, this is gonna be one of those accessories where I'm gonna actually test, not necessarily intentionally test out the durability, but I'm going to test out the durability. My wife's probably gonna drop these keys. My kids are probably gonna drop these keys. I'm probably gonna drop the keys trying to get into the car, trying to get into the house. And so I've seen multiple videos of the durability, but personally, I'm gonna see how durable it is. And I'm probably not gonna be upset that it gets scratched. I'm not gonna be upset that it gets dropped, because it's one of those accessories that it's a utility. It's not necessarily something that, I'm trying to keep cool and trying to keep nice. And, if I break it, it's going to cost me an arm and a leg to get another one. Actually, only one of these costs $29. So I wouldn't worry about, the handle and the durability. It actually can survive water. It can survive different extreme temperatures and drops every day, all day. Like I mentioned, one of the best features of this that I like, and since I'm an ecosystem guy, like I have HomePods, I have iPads, I have phones. HomePod is probably one of my favorite parts of the ecosystem. I now can say, hey, S, I'm not going to say the word because other things are going to listen, right? So I can say, hey, S, where's my keys? And to me, just saying that was like, oh, wow, okay. now I'm gonna look for more reasons to buy more and add more. So I really hope that this video just kind of gives you a sit back and think of, I was just like Creston and I didn't even have a reason to buy it. I thought it was a waste of 30 bucks. But maybe now that I've given you the reasons that I created and the Find My ecosystem and, other accessory brands making accessories for this. And you don't have to necessarily buy the leather key ring. There's so many manufacturers that are making accessories for this that they didn't, like I said, they didn't do it before for tile. So if you're an accessory person, people that like cases and things like that, these have cases, these have accessories themselves. Highly recommend. I would say I highly recommend buy. I've actually used it more than I thought I would within the week that I've had it. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Support, share, and stay fresh. Peace.